Here we go. What's going on, folks? This your boy New Jack coming at you live. Tomorrow it is on. We have the Ohio State versus Oklahoma. I'm looking forward into watching this football game. And of course, Ohio State defeated Oklahoma last year, 45-24. But it's a different year. Anything can happen. So who do I think is going to win this football game? But first, before I talk about this game, I'm going to give y'all my other 4 top college football games being played this weekend. Start now. Let's get it. The first game, Cincinnati versus Michigan. This game's being played at Michigan, and I have Michigan defeating Cincinnati. My final score prediction. I'm not going to talk much of this game because I believe Michigan is going to blow out Cincinnati. My final score prediction, Michigan 41, Cincinnati 15. The second game, Georgia versus Notre Dame. This game's being played at Notre Dame. And at first, I had Georgia defeating Notre Dame. When I made my college football predictions, I didn't do no video, but I kind of wrote down the weekly matchups and which teams I had winning each game throughout the weeks. I had Georgia defeating Notre Dame, but quarterback Jacob Eason, he got hurt. He's injured, but they're saying he still is going to go down to Notre Dame. He's going to make the trip, but he is not going to suit up. Without Jacob Eason, I don't see Georgia defeating Notre Dame. I have Notre Dame defeating Georgia. My final score prediction. I still believe the game will be close, but toward the end, I have Notre Dame defeating Georgia 30-27. The third game, Stanford versus Southern Cal. This game is being played at Southern Cal, and Southern Cal almost lost to Western Michigan last week. I mean, they gave us a little scare, but they came out on top. They defeated Western Michigan 49-31. As for Stanford, they blew out Rice last week, 62-7. In this game, I have Stanford defeating Southern Cal. I believe this game is going to be high scoring. My final score prediction, Stanford 45, Southern Cal 41. In the last game, Clemson versus Auburn. This game is being played at Clemson Death Valley. Tiger versus Tiger. The ACC versus the SEC. In this game, I have the Clemson Tigers defeating the Auburn Tigers. My final score prediction, Clemson 35, Auburn 31. And now for the big game, the Ohio State versus Oklahoma. I'm tailgating like hell already, folks. I cannot wait until kickoff tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. Looking at the matchups, starting with the quarterback position. Oklahoma Baker Mayfield, who is a pretty good quarterback. Last year against Ohio State pressured him all night long. They was giving him different reads. They was blitzing him on the inside and the outside. He didn't know what hit him. But I know he reviewed last year's tape. So he kind of studied of what Ohio State does on the defensive side. So this game will be a lot tougher. So we're going to have to do the same thing we did last year, but a little different. Because like I said, I know he studied last year's tape. So we're going to have to give him different reads in this game. Long as we apply pressure towards him, as long as we get some kind of pressure towards him, we'll be okay. But like I said, Baker Mayfield is an outstanding quarterback. And this is going to be a different game. It's going to be a lot tougher this year than it was last year. I'll leave it like that. Quarterback JT Barrett kind of struggled in the beginning of last week's game against Indiana. He kind of struggled, but he picked up the pace during the second half. But it wasn't all his fault. Wide receivers kept dropping balls. I mean, it was an ugly first half. But they got together during the second half. Thank God. They got to rhythm towards the second half. JT Barrett and the wide receivers. But the player that I want to talk about is freshman running back J.K. Dobbins. This man is a beast. I mean, for a freshman running back, had a total over 200 yards last week in his debut as a Buckeye. Huge props to him. I mean, he played really good football last week. I was really impressed by Dobbins. And Urban Meyer already said for right now that he's the starting running back. And he should be. After that performance, he better still be the starting running back. That's all I got to say. But J.K. Dobbins, hey, good game last week. But you're going up against an Oklahoma defense this week. It's a lot different, but we'll see what he does. They're saying that Mike Weber is going to be active in this game, but J.K. Dobbins will be the starting running back. Looking at the defensive side, Ohio State's defense is one of the best in the nation this year. All they have to do is play Buckeye football. Put pressure on Baker Mayfield, give him different looks like they did last year, and we should win this game. My final score prediction: Ohio State 37, Oklahoma 23. I believe that JT Barrett will have a better game this week than he had last week, even though last week he had a total of 4 touchdowns against Indiana. But in this game, I believe he will have a better passing yards this week than he had last week, because most of the time last week all he did was run. He threw some balls down the field, but I believe he will have a better throwing game this week. My final score prediction: the Buckeyes 37, Oklahoma 23. And I believe that J.K. Dobbins will rush for over 100 yards this week. I hope y'all enjoyed this. There's more videos coming at y'all sometime next week. I know I had to cut this video short, but I'm about to head on down, get my party on to get ready for tomorrow's kickoff. I hope you enjoyed this. Football is here. College and the NFL. I love them both. I get to see my Buckeyes tomorrow. And then we have the NFL on Sunday. I'm just glad it's finally here. But until then, y'all take care. Enjoy all the college football games tomorrow. And I will see y'all sometime next week. Go Buckeyes and make